You're based in the region these days, but you spent a long time at CBS. So what I think is interesting about your work is that you've seen both sides of global reporting. Now, nowadays there's been quite a lot of criticism against Western media, particularly how they have covered the Middle East. In your perspective, do you think that criticism has been fair? And if there was bias, do you think it was deliberate, or do you think it was not intentional?
Well, some of it is intentional. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I don't think there is a conspiracy. I think, but in the Western media, usually there is a narrative. And usually it's created by the big media organization like the New York Times, Washington Post, and that's the narrative. And it is accepted more or less by the mainstream media. So if you come and report a story that is within the narrative, you're not going to be challenged. Nobody's going to stop you from doing a story that is not out of the narrative, but then you have to expect a lot of, criticism, and people will come and ask you questions, and you have to, your story has to stand on its own. So, to be fair, or, frankly speaking, is that, the Israelis, they are much more savvier and media savvy, that they know exactly how the Western media work and how they could deal with them to get their side of the story. And and the Western media or any news organization, has to report both sides of the stories. So when you have one side that's giving you, a very well prepared story with dates and numbers and names and so on, versus chaos coming out from the other side. Okay, you cannot, don't shoot the messenger.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm not saying that some of the Western journalists, they come with agendas and so on, but with time, people will see the truth, and especially now with the social media.